Yeah, I came to writing. Well, no, I came to writing. I think like a lot of writers, I've probably scribbled and doodled through most of my life. I remember writing my first thing when I was about 8 or 9. But then when I was 20, after I dropped out of 2 universities, I thought maybe I should do the one thing that I seemed to be good at, and that was when I decided to become a writer. So I wrote a lot. Yeah, I wrote a lot of short stories. A lot of short stories at the university. It took me about 5 years to figure out that I was a novelist who thought he was a short story writer. You know, it's a strange, to people on the outside, they don't understand how very different those two forms are. And yeah, it's the equivalent of a short story is like being able to write a movie, and a novel is like writing a year of television, say. They're just apples and oranges. They're very different creatures and very different beasts. I seem to be much better at writing something that takes a little time to unfold. You know, so I'd learned by that point to never write a book, never write anything really for me, unless I feel almost as if I'll die if I don't. I have to write this book. I can't write any other book. I can't think of any other book. It's like a grand and passionate love affair, and I have to have that every time. If I don't have that, I write very badly. I'm just not one of those writers. I really admire. How to put this? There's a type of writer who treats it as a job, and they can go out and they can put out a book a year, or 2 books a year, or 3 books a year, and the consistency of the books is pretty high, and I don't know how they do it. I honestly don't know how they do it, and I'm in a kind of awe, because I'm the one sitting back there going, well, so what have you been doing for the last 2 years? Well, I got a sentence I really like. You know, that's my answer. You know, I got this one sentence. I don't know what the story's about, but I have this sentence. In the meantime, my friends have written 2 books. You know, it's just I wish I could be that type of writer, but I'm not. I'm just not capable of it. So.